What's up, dudes? It is TheeRealDuke coming at you from the InfiniteHeights Minecraft server. Right now, I am in the new 3-block challenge world. I wanted to do a quick intro video for you guys so you can see a little bit about what our 3-block challenge is about. We'll go over some of the rules, check out the grounds, check out a couple builds on a challenge that's currently ongoing, and I got a little preemptive FAQ I'd like to share with you guys. It's kind of, nobody's going to read the rules anyway. So, I'm going to go over that. Let's head over and check out the build plots. Now, basically, the 3-block challenge is a creative building challenge that we do here on the Infinite Heights server. We're doing it about once a week. So far, this is like the third one. And we have these, we have 15 designated build plots. And basically, what the point of the competition is to see what people can do with limited resources, with limited space, and not really limited time, but there's only a week usually between builds, and really the plots are only open 4 or 5 days between them. So we're just kind of flying around here. Basically, the point of the 3-block challenge is we pick 3 blocks, and the blocks I pick, I pick also with the input of some of the staff on the server. But the blocks I pick are basically designed to make you use more of a creative thought process in designing builds. And basically your resources are limited and the space is limited, so you have to be as creative as you can with those limited materials. And we actually have been really pleasantly surprised with some of the great things some of the players that have done or taken part in the build competitions have come up with. We have kind of this is one of our mods, Infinite, and he's doing basically furnaceception here, a furnace made out of furnaces. The blocks for this challenge are sandstone stairs, furnaces, and glass panes, and we've done other things before. Got a couple spots left, but basically the rules are pretty much as follows. You have to use each of the 3 blocks that we pick for the challenge. It's a new set of 3 blocks every challenge, and you can't use any other blocks. We do allow the use of 5 torches to help you light up your creations or your designs or your sculptures, whatever you want to call them. They've been pretty varied so far. Just gonna keep buzzing around here so you can get kind of more of a shot of the build area. Basically, one of the other rules is that you can't use any other materials whatsoever. So some people like to want to put signs in there. Some people want to take one of the 3 blocks. Like, let's say one of the 3 blocks that we chose for the challenge was a log. Well, you can make a lot of stuff from a log. But the log needs to remain a log as used in the challenge. You can't turn it into planks, turn the planks into a crafting table, and then design with crafting tables. Or you can't turn a log into stairs or half slabs, etc., etc. You have to kind of pretty much stay right within the framework that we set out for you. And as you can see, we'll move down to one of these empty build slots. They are 10 by 10 by 10. It's a 10-block cube. Floor we've obviously made bedrock. There's a glass ceiling, and you have to stay within that. It's 10 by 10 by 10. Want to keep the build small and see what you can do in tight spaces. A lot of people, especially when you're doing base building and things like that, you need to make creative decisions that are interesting, that also fit in really tight quarters. You want to keep things as compact as you can sometimes, and this is just a little fun competition that kind of helps you get into that frame of mind. You know what I mean? It kind of forces you to be creative with smaller spaces, with limited resources, and again with a little bit of limitation on the time. To help you kind of customize the space that you're working in a little bit, we do have the build plots set up to have lighting that you can shut on or off at both the top and the bottom. So we're going to have, let's just switch this on over here, both off right now, on and on. You can kind of see it's night now too, so this will kind of highlight for you exactly how much from one to the other, how much of a difference lighting can make. And there's, we all know of a couple lighting glitches that happen with the lighting engine. Maybe those are one of the tools that you choose to use when you're considering your build for the competition. So that's that's roughly about it. Space is limited. We do only currently have 15 plots. We can't expand those plots if we do need to, if demand calls for it. We also, the last kind of caveat here is that, moderators are allowed, any regular players are allowed. You don't have to be a member of our server for a long time to join in. It's for really everybody to kind of not just really see who's the best, right? But it's more, I guess, how can I word this? I wanted to help players, get to learn and appreciate what good creativity and building really was, and kind of to show everybody that it's something that everybody really is capable of. Sometimes you're really only made aware of what your own capabilities are when you're forced into, a rigid structure of some kind. So, we kind of do this kind of fun thing that a lot of people really seem to enjoy, just to kind of, remind everybody that, it's easy to build huge things, out of cobble that don't really present that much of a challenge, and it's sometimes a little bit more work, in the brain, basically, to create something a little bit smaller and have that same kind of impact carry through. So, that's kind of it, and it is really about fun, and as soon, usually when the build contest is announced, when the new one starts and we have the plots cleared for everybody to jump in, everybody's here building at the same time. They're spectators. Usually a couple people set up, little dance plots with some blocks and some no blocks, and kind of a party. So it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. Everybody's really good sport about it, and obviously the other bonus is if you win. There's a couple bonuses if you win, but if you do win, there are some cool prizes for you, and I have some of those prizes. Check them out right now. So basically, what we're talking about is the first prize, Duke's Unbreaking. It's obviously a diamond pickaxe. Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Efficiency 5. It's my favorite, just working pickaxe. You get a huge amount of materials. We have MCMMO on the server also, so higher mining levels really make you really allow you to mine and gather lots of resources really quickly, especially with Efficiency 5. You have a 500 or 600 level mining skill with MCMMO, and this is like machine gun fast, man, so it's pretty awesome. And then you also, for the first place finisher, we get a stack of rare blocks. Now, I have chiseled stone bricks. They're a favorite of mine personally, and if you win the competition, they are yours. We can go through and check out some other building blocks if you like. They're going to be building blocks, though. I'm not going to give you a stack of, diamond blocks. Good try, but no, we're not going to do that. We'll work something out if you win. You got to win it first, though, right? So, second place is Duke's Hand, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Efficiency 5. It's really, really solid shovel. Giga Drill Breaker will make short work of an entire mountain of dirt with this shovel, and they'll last for a while too, because they're diamond, and also the unbreaking helps a lot. Another good working shovel that will help you gather materials, because we're looking for some materials for good builds, right? And then third place prize, Duke's Fist, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Sharpness 5, Diamond Axe. Now, because we do have MCMMO on the server, a lot of kids like to use the axe as their primary weapon, and this kind of goes out to all those guys with Sharpness 5 on it. So those are the 3 top prizes, and then also for honorable mentions, and it depends on how many people enter the 3-block challenge, but for honorable mentions, we do also have $1,000 cash prize. That's obviously in-game money. It's not real cash, but $1,000 will go quite a long way. And if we would have all 15 slots filled, we'd have 2 honorable mentions. So it'd be first to third, 2 honorable mentions. And then for the winner, as we head back into the main portal, we cross through in the other direction, and it is a 3-block challenge Hall of Fame. And this is a park where the winners of the 3-block challenges will now and forever have their amazing and wonderful works from the challenge immortalized. So here we have the winner of the first 3-block challenge, 49er. Well done, sir. Temple. being held up by a hand. Pretty sweet. And then the second challenge is telekinetic llama. Really, really great ship, kind of splashing and crashing against the waves here. We can see some sails. It's a little abstract, and it really is only the front tip of the ship, but, you know. And now we just want to go over my my little impromptu FAQ. Basically, it's preemptive because I came up with most of these questions, kind of predicted them ahead of time, but kids asked them anyway, so we're going to go over them real quick just to make it clear. I think that'll help round out an intro video, right? So number one, can I use just one other block? No. The point is to see, is to really see you make great things from meager resources. Why is the space so small? Number two, the point is to see how creative you can be with limited parameters. Remember, it's about using your creativity to really make things interesting. Just sinking down into some unloaded chunks here. That's kind of spacey. Cool. Anyway. On to number three. Why these 3 blocks? Well, I mean, you know, we're trying to find greatness and creativity through the use of limitations. So we're gonna need limitations for that to happen. And you know, you focus on things other than what the materials are to make them great. You know, there are builds where, you know, if you make a big cube out of diamond blocks, like, wow, that's kind of cool, you must have gathered a lot of diamonds, but it's just a cube at the end of the day. So materials can really be unimportant as to, you know, or lack an impact, lack as much impact as you think they might have, just for the sake of whatever materials they are. So we'll give you some strange, either overused or perhaps underutilized blocks to work into your designs, and we really strongly urge you to consider what the fundamental nature of them might be, and really try and think about some different and unique ways to use them. Number 4, you aren't letting us use enough kinds of blocks. I know. I understood that from the third question you asked, imaginary person with whom I'm having this conversation. You aren't getting the point of the contest, number 1, and number 2, that wasn't a question. You're just kind of yelling at me a little bit. Number 5, can you judge the contest in my favorite texture pack instead of the default texture pack? No, we judge it in default because that's the standard texture pack. No knocking texture packs. I love default. I love lots of other texture packs. Photorealism packs, John Smith, Doku Craft, whatever. You know, Ice, Fax, Pure BD, whatever it is. I really do appreciate them. But we need a level playing surface, and if you use something like Doku, for example, that is going to make a lot of things look way cooler than they actually are. And we're talking about what the very nature of the things we're building. We're stripping away all of those kinds of things and really just letting the build. What's up, good guy Adrian? Saying hi. Hello, sir. You're very nice. Thank you. We're trying to strip away all that stuff and really get at the exact nature of what creativity and building can be. And so you got to kind of, that's just part of the stuff that doesn't help. You're not going to learn to be more creative than you are, or figure some interesting things out, if you're kind of using it in some ways like a crutch. So we consider that, I guess, one of the other limitations. Weeding through, threading the needle. Let's go on to number 6. Can I dig down one and build into the floor, or break up through the glass one and build into the ceiling? No, it's 10 by 10 by 10. Part of the challenge is going to be for you to figure out how to make your design work when you figure it out in the 10 by 10 by 10 space. That's part of it. You got to work it out. That's part of the challenge, and that's going to help. I promise. Number 7, last. Can I use 6 torches? No, we picked 5 for a reason. It's an odd number of torches. We're in an evenly numbered space. And also, really, you have the customizable lighting for the roof and for the ceiling. We don't want you to use torches as if they were a 4th block. It's the intent of allowing people to use torches is more so that they can play around with potential lighting glitches, or they can set a sense of mood, or if they have, you know, a somewhat cavernous space inside, we can go inside and you know, if we have the lighting set to moody, we can actually still see what's going on. So like we'll just pop in here through Infinite's little furnaceception build as an example, and he's got a couple torches in here. Pretty sweet. We see looks like birthday cake, right? You got some fire on the side. Now he's making fire flames, you know, tongues of flame, out of sandstone stairs and glass panes, and that's pretty creative, and that's the kind of thing that we're looking for. So that kind of wraps it up as far as rules and everything is concerned. I hope you get a good feel for what we're talking about, and a good understanding of what the 3-block challenge is, what the intent of it is, and what it takes to win. You've seen some great things in our Hall of Fame. Exactly how we judge. Basically, it is, it's server admins, our boss, owner, discoveries. We all get together, we look at everything, and we pick not even necessarily our favorites. We pick the builds that really get at what the intent of our build challenge is, and frankly, that is to use things in the most creative ways. I know I may be kind of hammering this point home a little bit too much, but we really do need to understand, another point or another fact of our 3-block challenge is that honestly, no square building has ever won. So if, let's say you are really known for building castles on the server, okay? If you show up and you build a small castle, that's really not creative. Even if it's an incredible castle, that's not really so much what the point of the challenge is. And so when we're looking at the point of the challenge, the intent of the challenge, that's not going to score so well. In this challenge in particular, we're given participants are given sandstone stairs. And if you use the sandstone stairs as, let's say, stairs for people to walk up, you're not really going to score many points. If you use the sandstone stairs for, let's say, chairs, slightly more creative use, right? Maybe a few points. If you make them into, let's head back over here. I think it was Sir D Journeys, right? Yeah. Sir D Journeys. So he's got this, I'm going to call this a puppy dog. I got a little puppy dog tail, right? Maybe a pug. This could be a little pug puppy. You got a little dark face on it, right? Little beige body. And we have this curly little tail. Now, he made a curly puppy dog tail with stairs, and that is much more creative use of stairs than using them as just stairs. So I hate to use the term think outside of the box, but really we're trying to use these standard type blocks in those creative ways. And that's what you're going to be judged against, your creative use. That is pretty much all we got for the intro today, dudes. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let us know. Check out the forum post on it. Link will be in the description. Check us out on InfiniteHeightsMC.com. Come play with us. Play.ih-mc.com. Again, links in the description. As always, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. TheeRealDuke. I'm out.